Welcome back, homies, to our last asynchronous Advocacy Communication Workshop. Now that we talked about our narrative, its themes, and the messages we want to convey as an organization, today we will be taking up some language tips to help you in the work you do here at Habitat, or even just talking about our advocacy with your friends and family. First, we have a world where everyone has a decent and affordable place to call home. The main language tip from this statement is to ensure that we are able to communicate that in whatever we do for Habitat, we aim to work for everybody and that everyone can make an impact today. Another thing we want to highlight is the need to be specific. So rather than just saying everybody needs a place to call home, it's important to include decent and affordable to be specific and clear in the need. We cannot just stand for inadequate housing. Next, for high-level messaging, such as posting for merchandise, call to actions, and creating statements, we encourage the use of the phrase building strength, stability, self-reliance, and shelter to be as clear as possible in explaining our actions as an org. Another way of speaking or writing we encourage is the use of words like every, we, and our, as much as possible in order to create an inclusive environment and engage people to support our cause. Phrases like every hand or every donation can go a long way. Next, when talking about working with the community, as much as possible, we want to be able to make it known that they are creating their own solutions and we are working together with them and not just for them. We can do this by referring to them as future homeowners and homeowners, while also writing in a way that makes them active, such as using with families. And just an important note that we would want to impart is the use of the word poor, as this should only be used to describe a situation rather than the families or persons themselves, such as using poor living conditions or poor environment. Next, when writing about our partner homeowners' experiences, or even our own experiences, we encourage the use of the present tense when writing to create a sensation that the issues are still very much immediate, and the present tense, paired with rich descriptors, also will give the readers a you are there feeling. Lastly, just a very simple reminder for writing is the use of the abbreviated HFH. As much as possible, this should only be used for internal documents, as it is highly encouraged to use our whole name as Habitat for Humanity, Blue Chapter for external uses. Before we finally wrap up this workshop, we'll just quickly go through some common phrases, hashtags, and taglines we use in our org, so you may be fully informed about its rationale and the situations to use them in. First is not one less, a tagline we've been using as Blue Chapter for a while now. With this tagline, we are doubling down on our vision that everyone deserves a decent and affordable place to live. And if even one person or family has yet to have that, we would be far from done with our work as Habitat for Humanity. For this tagline, we can use it when promoting our advocacy and promoting our organization. Next is Build With Us, which is simply an invitation for others to join us in our advocacy, whether online or through actual builds. So this may be suited for promoting fundraising activities, recruitments, or promoting other public activities we do. Finally, we have Through Shelter We Empower. This encapsulates our belief that shelter is really the first step in creating sustainable communities and families, and highlights our narrative messages of strength, stability, and self-reliance. This can be used in almost all our writings or posts, as it serves as a reminder of the importance of shelter and what we are trying to achieve in Habitat. So that is it for our Advocacy Communication Workshop. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we genuinely hope you have been able to take something away from these 3 asynchronous sessions. Until next time, this has been the Education and Advocacy Department.